Hello everyone, welcome to Venture Forward, a video series about four-wheel drive adventure, exploration, and mobile living. Sorry that I missed a video last week, a couple things happened. We had to put our beloved dog Finegan down. Finegan was Shannon's dog. He was a 13-year-old rescue. We think that he was a Shiba Inu Corgi mix, and 2 years ago he got diagnosed with cancer and was given just a couple months to live. Needless to say, Finegan was a fighter and a sweet boy, and he went on a lot of adventures with us, but recently his strength was all but gone, and we had to make that impossible decision. And then, literally the next day, Shannon and I both came down with a cold that lasted the better part of a week. Coughing, congestion, I had a little bit of a fever. It's been 10 days, and we're still coughing a little bit, but feel good for the most part. Anyway, after a rocky couple weeks, we are back at it. We've got Basecamp set up on public land in southwestern Colorado, and it feels great to be back in the mountains and back in the field. In this episode, I'm going to show you around camp a little bit, and then I'm going to take the Jeep into the mountains to stretch its legs and do some exploring. The forest roads at the higher elevations in this region are only open for another month, another 2 months, and they usually become too treacherous far before that. So if there's a time to check out the high elevations, it's right now. If you're interested in the places you see in this episode, my detailed GPS data is available to Patreon subscribers, and campsites and points of interest are available on the THATCH travel app for iOS and Android. Yes. We are home. We're at a phenomenal dispersed campsite in southwestern Colorado, and it is absolutely beautiful right now. We've got peak foliage, and this campsite checks all the boxes. We're going to base camp here in the van all week. It was a little bit narrow and rocky, but we were able to get the van back here, and there's a clearing with a fire ring. Plenty of room for multiple vehicles, good cell service, great view of the sky for Starlink, and it's just the perfect place to base camp this week. Some shade and shelter if you'd prefer to be in the trees. And we've got the van in the open because that gives Starlink the better view of the sky, and also the solar panels keep the batteries juiced a little bit better throughout the day. Hey.
Hi.
Do you have a busy work day?
I do. What are you doing?
I am just recording. I'm probably going to take the Jeep out in the mountains and do some touring, but I'll be back later. I don't know, 3 or 4 hours.
Okay, in time for dinner?
Yeah, I'll be back for dinner. The colors are so insanely beautiful. I just had to stop and get some footage. It is a beautiful day. I'm close to the terminus of the forest road at about 11,000 feet. I stopped on a plateau and I'm just scouting on foot. I don't think there's many good places to turn around up here. I checked the weather forecast this morning, and as you might have guessed, clear skies and sunny all day. Just goes to show how unpredictable the weather is in the mountains at higher elevations. Oh. I was sick all last week, and I'm still not feeling very well. I mean, I feel okay, but don't have a ton of energy. Here I am, hiking 11,000 feet. Oh, this is awesome. Alright, quick lunch break. I was going to make lunch at the top of the mountain, but the weather's kind of sketchy, so I came back down a little bit to one of the flat spots off of a switchback. And here I am going to make a grilled cheese sandwich. I know, surprise, surprise, right? But I just want to make something quick and get out of here before the weather turns again. Pepperidge Farm sourdough bread. And I don't know how it's as fresh as it is because I got it in Maine, I think. There it is. Pretty good. Well, sort of good. Alright, I'm back at Basecamp. Let's see what we recorded in GAIA GPS. That track was 3¼ miles long, one way. It started at 9,100 feet and it terminated at 11,500 feet. I marked a handful of waypoints along the way. There was a stream crossing at the bottom, a couple of potential campsites, and 2 scenic overlooks. It was a considerable climb, but it wasn't technical in any way in that it didn't require high clearance, but there were a lot of switchbacks, a bunch of them were really tight and required a multi-point turn. Orangie did great up in the mountain. I didn't experience any strange noises or hiccups at all. I did make an appointment for the Jeep this week, like I said I was going to do. I'm going to take it into town after this and have a shop look at all the high mileage components, check fluids, differential, transmission, front end, make sure there aren't any worn parts. I know one of the sway bar end links is loose. There's a slow leak in the passenger rear tire. My air compressor line has a leak, so when I disengage the sway bar, the air compressor cycles a lot. And also my front two fenders are loose from narrow trails in Canada. Oh, and there's slight death wobble, so something is worn up front. I haven't had death wobble in a few years now, so it's very minor. I'm not too concerned about it yet, but every now and then I hit a bump that causes things to get loose. So that is why I made an appointment for it, and I'm not sure what, if anything, they're going to find, but now that we're here, I'm going to run the Jeep regardless of any wear and tear. Alright, I'm going to get to it. I hope you all enjoyed this colorful autumn adventure in southwestern Colorado. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.